My name is Tammy. I'm coming at you from Kingston. I'm a fitness and sports instructor here at our base. For safety purposes, please ensure to read the full disclosure located in the description below this video before starting any virtual training. Please play your own music just so that you have that background music for today. It gives you that opportunity to kind of bring in the music atmosphere. Recall any sessions, so if you have seen my other classes, please feel free to kind of combine this particular class, say do the core training that we're going to do today, which we're going to focus on, a 30-second time period for work, and you can combine that, say, with the yoga concept as kind of a finishing atmosphere. If you sustain any injury during the session, please fill out a CF98. We invite you to bring any feedback and comments. Visit our website and please hit subscribe on our channel. We're going to get started. So as I mentioned, goal is core training. So the fundamental of goal is to make sure that your setup is first. Focusing, making sure that we're not just doing a twisting, rocking, and softening today, but really engaging the core, not only the front, but our posterior side with the training. Remember, as you begin to adapt and adjust, you can adjust the time periods. We're starting 30, maybe working up to about 40, and so on and so forth. All right, we'll begin with the warm-up. So you're going to begin with the arms across the body, open up through the chest. Our arms will be our movers today, even though the core is our main objective. So we really do want to get that moving and still engaged and going, so we're nice and warmed up. Rolling the shoulders back, full range of motion. Good, working all the way through. Go the opposite direction now, switching directions. Good, taking it back to our arm swings, all the way overhead. Bring that toe up, leaning forward, chest out nice and tall. Good, getting a little bit further down as you feel warmer. Good, and switching up, bringing the opposite toe out front, leaning forward. Good, take it down to a squat position. As you come up, open up, bring it back down, open up onto the other side. Engaging, deep. Pick it up, you're just tapping to the outside of the foot and really reach to open up through the core. Nice star, hold at the top. Good, taking it back to the arms overhead, really reach and slightly shift your eyes upwards so you get that engaging of the lower back. Good. Taking that to a side reach, holding for a little bit longer here. Take it over to the other side. Really open up through the obliques and the lats. Awesome. Good, a little bit of rotation here. Cross body. Our main objective today is a bit of an anti-rotation. So when a force acts on you, you want to be able to push against it. We're still warming up that core here. Good, one of our exercises is bird dog. We're going to take that down to the ground level. Opposite arm, opposite leg raise. Good, about 5 on each side. Remember, hold at the top, find a point to focus your eyes on, and engage that lower back. Good, bring it right down to ground level. Bit of a back warm-up. Bring your knees into the chest. Good, and find a little bit of a rocky motion here. Using that momentum. Good, nice and long, make yourself as long as you can, and control the knees into the chest, a little bit of a side to side, getting that back moving, a little bit of a massage for the organs and lower back. Excellent. exercise is dead bug. So if you've never seen it before, you're going to lay down, bring the arms straight up. You're going to move the opposite arm, opposite leg to an extension. Keeping in mind, natural curve at the lower back. Engage the core. Go only as far as you can feel that abdominal core engage. And then return to our neutral position. Allow me to set the timer. We'll begin in 3, 2, 1, begin. So not very exciting as in lots of twisting, but really focusing on resisting that movement, still having that natural curve as I mentioned in the spine, but reaching and continuous movement for the 30-second time. If you're having a hard time, feel free to just take it up to an extension, a less lowering of the leg, and more intense, bringing that leg right out in front. 2 seconds, and complete. Good, 10-second recovery right here. We're gonna take it to a kneeling row. So if you haven't already done so, you want to attach your resistance band at about shoulder height in the kneeling position. All right, we're gonna go full 30 seconds. And you're going to do a rowing motion here. So bringing the elbow gliding right next to the body, nice and tight. Hold, letting the body resist, keeping the hips square. Full 30 seconds on this side. Engage the core. Maintain that kneeling position. And time. Take a couple seconds. Setting up on the opposite side, nice and square. Remember, shoulder height is where you're going to anchor your resistance band. Begin. Keeping those hips square. Resist through the core. Engage core, as well as getting that shoulder exercise in the rowing motion. Elbow tight to the body. The resistance band that you choose is going to be kind of a little bit of a trial and error. What's available to you will do much better than not trying it at all. Excellent. Just release that down to the ground. We're going to move on to our kettlebell pull through. So if you don't have a kettlebell, you have a sandbag, you can utilize that. Idea, plank position. You're going to reach under your arm, draw the kettlebell to the other side, and continue. Holding that core tight and pulling the kettlebell through. Hips nice and square. Maintain good body position. Reach under, pull over. Under, pull over. Wider base of support. A little more stable, a little more challenging. Narrow your base. Good, 10 seconds to recover. Setting up for our next one was our bird dog. Ready when you are, like our warm-up. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Hold at the top. Don't rush through the movement. Really engage that lower back. So we're kind of working the front of the body and then working the back of the body, allowing it time to recover. Excellent. Keep going, 2 seconds left. Excellent. Sit back, keep a little bit of a stretch. When you're ready, taking it back to the plank position here. You're going to go shoulder taps. So not much movement do you want to occur at the core. You want to be nice and stable and just tap, tap. Stabilize, not too high. No sagging at the back. Neutral position. Core is very good at endurance, so really push through for that time frame. Good. 10-second rest. For that 10 seconds, you're going to flip onto your back, raise the hips up to the ceiling, and you're going to do a march. More stable position is to bring the elbows into the mat, You're going to do a bit of a pedaling motion in the air, or referred to as a bridge march. Keeping those hips level, not letting them fall, and walking motion or circular oval motion in the air. You got 8 seconds, keep pushing. Hips nice and high, good body alignment, and bring it down. Good, sitting up nice and slow. C-sit up, bring the legs up to the sky, reach up, hold at the top, and lower down. Hold, squeeze, hold, squeeze. Add on to this one, we're going to add a little bit of hip raise, and then extend. So the hips reach straight up to the ceiling, and come straight down. Maybe a little more challenging. And time. Good, knees into the chest. Coming up, we're going to do 1 minute rest here. So take your time, catch your breath. We've gone through the whole workout in its entirety, so you know what you can do. I'm going to give you a couple more recommendations to make it a little bit more challenging. If you need to set something up, make some adjustments, add some resistance, but we'll go through that once more. When you're ready, a couple more seconds here, and we'll go right back to the top. First exercise, dead bug. Do that count in, maybe not quite within a minute, but take that time that you needed, grab that drink of water. When you're ready, setting up in that back position, bring the legs up to level, arms reaching, really control the movement, hold, extend, core nice and tight, activate. So it's not how fast, but how efficient you are in the movement. We're really isolating the core today, everything, working that midsection, our lower back, complementing the balance within your body. Keep it going, and last one. Good. Bringing it up, the kneeling row. Hopefully you're still set up. 30 seconds, and begin. Squeeze tight. Don't let yourself open up, but keep the hips pointed towards that resistance band. Nice deep breath here. Full 30 seconds on this side of the body. Activating the core. Really resist rotation, anti-rotation movement. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Quick switch to the other side. 10 seconds of recovery here. 3, 2, 1, begin. 2, nice deep breaths, sit up nice and tall. This is a very stable position here. Very much isolating the core movement, along with our moving arm for the row motion. Keep it tall, keep it upright, and keep it square. 5 seconds. And time. Excellent. Make sure that kettlebell is handy or whatever you're using. Remember, sandbag pull through is also an option. Right here in position. 10 seconds is up. Pull underneath the arm. Send it outside of your range. Good. Core tight, causing you to shift your weight onto the one hand without shifting your hips. Any weight will do. Remember, something to challenge you a little bit, causing you to reach for it, shifting your weight. Remember, more stable, less stable time. Bird dog position. Just set that kettlebell in place so it's not in your way. Right into it, begin. Remember, no neck arching or arching the back. Keep it square, level, find a point on the ground, and maintain your vision on it. Hold, working that lower back, glute, reach. Make yourself as long as you can. So whether you've had an injury, whether you're returning to fitness, or whether you want to improve your sport, you always want to make sure your very base core is supported and built up and retrained. All right, plank shoulder taps. Ready position, go. You can change this up. You can punch forward. You can also do a little bit of a toe tap. Add a little variation to it. You can do a hip drop. A little bit changing up of the movement. Remember, all options. Our main one is shoulder taps. Excellent. So we're going to take it back to that bridge march. Flipping onto your back. Engage the glutes, lower back. Raise the hips up. More stable, less stable position. Eliminate the elbows. An oval motion. March in the air. Keep the hips up. Excellent. Don't let that hip drop. Push it up towards the sky. 5 seconds. And time. Good. Maintain this position. You go right to those toe taps. Remember, engage the core. Lift the hips up ever so slightly. 3, 2, 1. Doesn't look like much, but it shouldn't because the core is doing the work. And time. Awesome. Take that deep breath. We're going to go into our round 3 here. Once again, giving a minute of time. Feel free to grab a drink of water. How you feeling? Can you increase, say, your resistance for the slide through the kettlebells? Can you challenge yourself? Is your resistance band at the right height? Make those corrections. Incorporate them into this next round. You really want to challenge yourself. About 30 more seconds to recover here. Nice deep breath. Remember, first body position is dead bug. There's a couple more ways you can add that resistance band into it today. We're going to keep with the basic right now, just so that if you don't have it available to you. All right, let's get ready into the dead bug position. Join me. Ready when you are. 3, 2, 1, go. Opposite arm, opposite leg. So if you have that resistance band, you can pull the resistance band into position, like so. Choking up a little higher if you can. And time. Excellent. Bring the kettlebells back into that equation or whatever weight you have. Ready position. Challenge yourself. Reach under, keep the core tight. Smiling helps. Keep the focus. Core engaged. Nice and tight. 5 second time. And pause. Bird dog. So maintain that kneeling position. Get ready. And begin. Engage that lower back. Try not to incorporate the neck too much. Keep it neutral. Hold at the top. And time. Excellent. going into the plank position here. Remember, shoulder taps, the forward punch, use whichever variation. Begin, core tight, check that core. If you have a mirror or something to reference, make sure the hips are in neutral or straight alignment. Again, well, keep it fit, get the core engaged. And time. Awesome. Bridge. Flip it over. 5 seconds. Hips up right away. Control the movement. And begin. Hips are going to dip a little bit in order to allow for the movement to occur. But remember, counter it. Push up, lower back, glutes engage. 10 seconds. How many can you do with effort and excellence? And up. 10-second rest. Legs straight up into that C position. Remember, hips just raise ever so slightly up. And have a bit of a reach. Not much movement, but give it a try. You'll see the intensity based on the level. A little too hard. You're going to take it back to that curl up. Or try to lift the hips. 5 seconds. And time. How are we doing? Good. So I'm going to throw a couple bonus ones in here at the end. Just give my timer a little bit of a pause here so it allows me. So a couple more anti-rotation movements. We're going to also incorporate the Met ball, Bosu ball. With that said, stability ball is available. That can be the option for the Bosu. So we were doing a rowing motion. An excellent source. This time, taking the anchor off to the side is to do a chest press. Good, so I'd like to give that a try. I'm going to hit the timer so we have a 30-second counter going. Begin. So, resistance, nice and tight. Push out, bring it into the chest level. We're going to go 30 seconds facing the one direction. Bit of a burnout adding to our workout here. We've done our basic movements, and we're going to add on 10 seconds. So the resistance is coming from the one side. We'll swing around to the other side for the next 30 seconds. And time. Do you feel that? Step a little bit further from the resistance band if you need a little bit more. Ready? And go. Very small movement, but efficient. Good. Keep pushing. Find that resistance level. Walk away from the point of resistance. Keep it square. If you need to add more resistance, pull. But keeping it upright. And time. Good. So as I mentioned, there were a couple movements where we did our plank. If you have the option of a Bosu, it's really great to add to the stability, to add an unstable source. So I like to play with it like the face of a clock. So adding a rotation. Good. We're going 30 seconds here. At the 15-second mark, you can go the opposite direction. Core engaged, core tight. And time. Awesome. So working again, back to that anti-rotation position. This time, back to kneeling. You're going to take either a hockey stick, a dowel, broomstick works as well, and you're going to push against it. Hips square. Not a lot of activation anywhere but the core itself. Really drive into that surface. Holding, we got 10 seconds left. 5 seconds. And still. So it doesn't look like maybe there's a lot going on. However, when you really are applying yourself and you're anti-rotating, so again, applying it against the surface, you're able to fight the resistance and create that tight core. Ready? Switch directions, facing the opposite way, and go. Push hard into that wall, or whatever surface you're applying. If you find you don't want to damage it, put something in plot between you and that dowel. Really push, 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 push. Once again, it doesn't look like much, but everything is occurring at the core. Come on, we got this. 5 seconds left. And time. Good. Lower back exercise. Last one in our burnout series. You're going to do a back extension. You can do Superman or whichever preference. You're going to find that stability ball or bosu. Raise up, hold at the top. Eyes focus downwards. Hold. Try not to hyperextend, so don't dramatize the movement too much. Go only up to about level where you feel your lower back engage. Hold. Good. 3 levels. Level 1, level 2, and level 3. Time. Fun. So those are our burnout exercises. We're going to go through them one more time each. Ready when you are. 30 seconds begins. Go push straight out, straight back in. Core engaged, nice and tight. Arms might be moving, the core is doing all the resisting, so I don't turn towards my anchor point, which is once again at about shoulder height when you're kneeling, or a little bit higher. Make sure it's a stable source you're tied into. There we go, 30 seconds is up. Going 30 on the other direction. 3, 2, 1, begin. "15 seconds. Stay with me. Anti-rotation. 5 seconds. And finish. Good. So if you were doing this one on the bosu, or even if you're doing it on a ball itself, you can do lots of different things. You can walk the hands back and forth. Anything. You can do a little bit of a stir the pot or body swell movement. Lots of options. If you don't have the flat side of the bosu to work with, you can travel actively coming up. But remember, the sweater you are, the more you can cause a little bit of a slip. So just be careful in that respect. And time. Good. Activating the core, anti-rotation, ready position, and push. Really apply your pressure. No twisting, allowed, keep it strong. Halfway right there. Once again, it doesn't look like much, but when you're really pushing with the core, your engagement is beyond challenging. Push, 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 push. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. One more time, other side. Ready position. Arms are extended so that they don't become the major power source here. It is all coming from my core. Push, 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 push. Resist the wall. Apply that pressure. You got 10 seconds. Come on. Burn out. Finish strong. Whatever you got left in that core. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Last exercise before moving into our cool down, followed by the stretching, back extension. Ready? Begin. Sometimes you count out the repetitions, helps you maintain a goal in that 30-second round. To push to, got 3 seconds and time. Awesome. So we're able to bring real effort, real isolation, and really well set up movements when it comes to the core. We are going to cool it down now, so clear that space. Good, and we'll come up to standing. Once again, arms being our workers. We want to cool them down, working through range of motion. Deep breath. Good, change direction. Sometimes it helps to bring the elbows away from the body. Good, take that stretch over top, grab the wrist. Lean and apply the stretch by pulling the wrist. Good, back up to neutral, change wrists. Exhale. Good, and lower. Deep breath. And if you wish, supporting the lower back here, and just look up towards the sky or your roof, wherever you're doing today's workout. Good for you. Good, squatting down, deep squat position. Open up, applying the pressure to the inside of the knees just so you get that stretch. Heels trying to reach for the floor. Good, take it right down to ground level. Extend the legs, inhale, arms come up, exhale, reach. Take a deep breath. Go a little bit further. Good. Taking it into the modified hardware stretch. Getting into the side of the body once again. You're going to reach towards the outside of the foot or the pinky side and arm over top. Good. Before taking it over to the other side, we're going to go into what I refer to as a 90-90 stretch. Really great to open up the hip flexors. Place your hand just behind your back. You can bring the arm over top, and when you're ready, shift your weight into the front knee and really reach behind you. Good. You can lower, bringing the arm all the way down. Try again. Lift up, bring you reach. And lower, release. Extending the legs, take that stretch over to the other side now. Remember reaching to the outside of the foot, pinky side, and over the head. Make sure you're not out front, but straight over top to get that side opened up. Good. Come up. Taking that extended leg. Bending it behind you to the 90-90, so both legs are in that 90-degree position. Push the hips up and raise that arm, reaching behind you. Really open up through the front of the body. And I'd like to reposition, kind of get a little bit more balance, and get extension again. Excellent. Go into your hip. May not have been a major mover today, but we're going to take into consideration the quad stretch. Push the hips forward. Take that fold out of the waist by extending. Good. Extend that leg. Rolling over. Grasping the top of the other foot. Closer to the ankle if you wish. And remember, push the hips forward. Lay on your back, make yourself as long as you can, and then draw those knees into the chest. And once again, a bit of a massage for the lower back. Finding some movement here. You're going to extend the right leg, take the, left leg extend, right leg twist, and then extend your right arm. Eyes to the ceiling first, and then draw that knee into the chest, squeeze it in nice and close, and change over to the other side. Knee into the chest. When you're ready, travel that leg across the body, extend the left arm, and look towards your left fingertips. Good. Eyes to the sky first, and then help that knee into position. Give you a little bit of help. Return to that elongated position. Make yourself as long as you can. Point your toes. Reach through the fingertips. Another benefit of having a ball or a half ball in space for those of you is you can really open the abdominals a little bit further by allowing yourself to kind of open up through the core, allow your head to be supported by the ball or the bozu in this case. Good. Support the head back to neutral. A little bit of a crisscross position here. Good. Getting into that glute. Good. Open up once again. Help the head back to neutral. Cross into the other foot. Getting into that glute again. We really want to open up both the front and the back of the body after you do those shortening or those engaging movements. Good. Coming up nice and slowly, not making yourself lightheaded. A couple more deep breaths here. Good. One last one I'd like to add, so right down on the ground up, is a little bit of our lower position. So setting up, you want to be on your forearms, and then extending, looking up towards the ceiling, really getting that last stretch for the abdominals in. Just as slow and controlled, returning back down to ground level. Good. Walk the feet to the hands. Slowly come on up. Exhale. If you sustained any injuries, just a reminder again, please fill out ACF 98. And we invite you to come again to see what's new and coming up in our programming. Thank you very much for joining me. Have a great day. Bye.
PSP Kingston, the health and wellness provider for the military community.